Hello, welcome to another edition of Building a Model and Chillin'. We are currently building AoBing. He looks like that, or wish I had a better picture of him. There we go. Looks kind of like that. So that's going to be pretty awesome. Hello, Gina Diamond. Always great to have you in the chat. And today we're working on the arms. So far we have this built, the head, body, and waist. And actually you can see I have done panel lines. I got to clean them up a little bit. Some of them are really great. This really turned out well. This is a little sloppy, so I'll probably go over that with some lighter fluid. Or not lighter fluid, Zippo fluid, which is pretty much lighter fluid. But it's turned out very well. And so we're cutting right now. Cutting and sanding. Hey, Casper, great to see you. Want to thank all those who are coming over from Jamie's. Great to have you. Don't really do drama on this channel, so hopefully you still want to watch and just kind of relax. Have a little time for no drama. And hey, Fixa, hey Casper, or I already said hi Casper, but hello again. So that's pretty much what we got going on. I cut these all out so that we didn't have to watch that at least. And it's just slowly getting all these done, making sure they look nice. Don't want to rush them as much as I want to get to the build for you guys. But we'll build one arm at a time. That way we'll at least guarantee seeing one arm. Hey, AK, hope you're doing well. And we're just cutting away here and always making sure that we're cutting exactly what we should cut so that we don't cut something we don't and then we have major issues. Like I did while I was listening to Jamie as I was starting to cut things out and I accidentally cut off this peg. And so right now it is cemented on and it should be good. It's great to have all 8 of you in the chat. If any of you have any questions, feel free to ask and I'll try to answer it to my best of my ability. I guess since there's so many of us here, I will show what the next build is. I've already talked about it. And if you're a child from the 80s, you've probably seen this cartoon show. And also it's been a more recent Netflix show for kids this generation. But we'll be building, try to get this with, well, it's kind of hard to tell. We're building Voltron Lion Force. So that'll be fun. Why did I prevent chicken fried steak stream? I did not. If you really want to go live, go live. I'm not going to stop you. I mean, I've just had this live going or this live set up for quite some time, but you go live. You do you. I have no problem with that. Heck, if people want to go to your channel and watch that, enjoy. I'm not. People have their own free will. I'm not going to stop someone from going to some other channel. But anyways, we're going to do this build. I'm going to try and entertain. We got 9 here. And if anyone has any more questions, I'd love to hear them. I don't really let people up on panel just because I try to keep this a family-friendly show, and it's had trouble in the past because of that. Uh, I played recently the beta of the Gundam Breaker 4 game that's going to be coming out on the 28th, I think, and it was very good. Highly recommend, especially if you like these type of things. What I like about it is it's also going to help me figure out like different color schemes I could do, because eventually I'd like to paint these. Not these specific ones that I've already built, but like in the future I have some plan that I would love to build. And we're kind of been getting through a lot of these fast recently, so trying to figure out what I'm going to get next and exactly how I'm going to fund it. I'm not too worried about it, but it's going to be I'm going to have to manage what I want and what I can afford, which is what you usually have to do. That's what's great about this hobby is you can go anywhere from $20 to like $400 on a model. I guess it's kind of like Legos in that way. Let's see. Like this one was $100. A Jot, and this is a third-party Chinese one, but it's also it's on the bigger side of the scales and decently complex. My pieces keep moving on me. But I hope everyone in chat is doing well. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, please hit that. It'd be great to have you subscribed. Currently, I'm testing to see when or what exact days and times I'll do my streams. Been kind of testing that and seeing when I'm getting the most views and people, and so that I can reach the most, I can have the most people on, and we can enjoy. So I'm planning that out. Right now, I'm pretty sure Saturday at 3:30 Central is going to be one of the times. That worked out good so far the last couple times I did it. Ooh, I cracked that pretty. Oh, okay. No, it's like that on the other side. Okay. Some of these pieces, it's hard to tell if I cut it into the actual part or if it's just the way it's designed, because it's a very sharp build. And now that we have 9 people watching, I'm just going to show currently the progress we have made on this one. So we've got the head, got the body, and we've got the waist. And the reason why my fingers are all stained black a little bit is because I was doing the panel lining, like where there's like notches and everything or different levels of armor. I go in with it's like a black liquid that's permanent, almost like ink. It's like a combination marker ink. And you just take the brush that's in it and you dab it and it fills in the line automatically for you. It's a little messy. I got to clean this one up. I didn't realize how dirty that was. And this I want to clean up a little bit more. But you can see some of the lines like this. This turned out great. Real clean lines. And that will deliver a final picture that will that'll elevate it a little bit outside of what just cutting it from the box will do. And it's probably one of the easiest things you can do. So, I almost cut that. That's part of the piece. Yeah, you really got to be careful looking to make sure you're cutting the what are called either nubs or gates and not the actual piece. So like this white piece here, from the naked eye, it's very plain. But when I hit the ink in the certain spots, it's really going to pop out and look different. Some people who have been doing this for years do what's called scribing, and they'll take where those lines are and they'll deepen them to make it where they put the ink really stands out and to give the armor that extra layer of definition. It's one of the things I just don't know if I could do because of my trimmer, and I don't really have that confidence yet to do so. But what I want to do in the future is paint. And first I'm going to start with like a spray paint build, and then eventually I would love to do airbrushing because that really gives a great final look to all these. My Nippers is doing awesome today. I'm not having to like sand almost anything. I say that now I'm gonna have something to sand. All the tools I use are in the description in case you're wondering what a specific tool that I'm using is. Like this is the Raser. It's a glass file by Gunprimer. And if you see the little nub there, we're going to get rid of that with this. And it's all gone, and it leaves no white mark or anything, and actually leaves it a little on the glossy side, which is nice. Last piece of cut for this side, it looks like. So we'll cut there. Got to be careful what we cut here because the part extends out, and what could easily be confused with a gate or a nub is actually part of the piece. All right, so now we're going to build the arm. Out of the box, they actually give you a metal frame to work with. So that's pretty cool. And right now we're building, I believe, the left arm. I'm correct. Yeah, we can, either way, we can just turn it. And like this is the elbow joint, and you can really get a lot of motion with that, which is great for posability. But it looks like we're starting with the shoulder first. So got all these pieces. And of course, they don't tell you which one you're supposed to put on first and when. So let's see here. Well, we know this gets this on it, like so. If it goes in, doesn't want to go in because I have to sand it a little bit. And now it's going to be a bugger and not want to get out. There we go. Yeah, sometimes you got to sand things a little bit to make sure it goes down all the way. I believe it's this one that's holding it up. So we're just going to take our razor, be a little bit more careful on these because they're acrylic pieces, or they're a different plastic, and they're easy to scratch or stay white after you sand it down. And let's see here. We're just going to sand a little bit more. Bury it. And a little bit more. So want to appreciate Jamie for sending people over to the live stream. It's always great to have people. And really admire or really like his Lego streams. He's building the ultimate Millennium Falcon. Apparently, I inspired him to do so, which I'm honored that I could make people want to do something that they enjoy. One of the things I preach on this site is taking time daily for yourself, whether it be 15 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, however long, and just do something for yourself. You know, maybe treat yourself to like a smoothie or whatever your favorite drink or dessert is. You know, take a, oh boy, all you see are my arms. How do you know, Gina Diamond? All right. Anyways, you know, just do something for yourself. That is so key. And you and that chicken fried steak, just go make it. But the first thing we tend to do when our schedule starts filling up is we get rid of the daily care or time for ourselves, and that is the worst thing we can do, because that daily time for yourself is essential for your mental health. You'll be doing so much better if you just take that much little time for yourself. And I know for parents it's easier said than done, but it's just something that I learned in my mental health classes, that it really is like a must thing to do. So that is my advice. Oh boy. So you're saying me and Jamie would combine to be one sexy person, I guess. All right, so that's the first step done. And look at that. That is pretty nice looking. Now we take this and put it on top of that, like so. I'm really hoping that peg is fine, that I had to re-glue down. So we're looking at like that, yeah. So this goes here. This is where the shoulder will connect to the peg, like where the arm will connect to the chest. So it'll go like that. No, I have one of the few things that I have going for me health wise is I have almost near perfect eyesight, which is amazing, because if you had like seen all the stupid stuff I did as a kid, you would not believe that that was how it went. Oh, these directions are horrible sometimes. All right. So this. Wow, this is awful directions. Trying to figure this out for a second here. All right. So it goes like, yeah, let's just do this. It goes like that, and there. And then this goes in here like so. And it goes up like that. And then this leg goes like that. And then we carefully take this, and hopefully the holes all line up and hold. And we go like, gotta adjust this a little bit. All right, come on. This is where it gets rough. Hey, Susie. I'm kind of a brunette, yeah, I could say. All right, what's going on? Really, what is going on here? Seems like every time I move one thing in the proper area, another one pops out. Is that good? Do we have it? Looks like we have a seal. I think we're good. So that's how we have it so far. And that connects there. And let's see. They really like to, some of the pictures are really helpful and then others are just miserable. All right, what? Sorry, I'm making noises. Just seeing down here, I'm guessing. We're just going to guesstimate where this hole is. We're going to go like that. Hopefully that's right. This one's not a Gundam, it's kind of a third party one, but this is AoBing, AoBing. It is a Chinese third party build by Motor Nuclear, and I highly enjoy it. This slides down like so. Yeah, I don't like that. Leaves a little gap there. Oh well, unless I have it the wrong way. Looks like it's the same. Just making sure. It's different. Let's see. Come on. Let's go this way. See if it leaves a better seal. It does. So I'm guessing it goes that way. Your son loves Gundam? Excellent. It's a great show. Yeah, it was something I got addicted to in the 90s when a TV show called, well, can't speak today apparently, called Toonami used to, they would have all types of different, like, of the, like, Japanese anime. Like, they had Dragon Ball Z. Very funny. I thought you were going to say the 1 Year War, because that was actually from this one. That was the original main story, was the 1 Year War between Xeon and Earth. Xeon wanted space to be theirs and not governed by the people on Earth. and the Earth was obviously wanting to have an influence in space, and so that was basically the premise. Xeon gained a foot, was winning for the longest time, and they were on Earth a little bit too. That was until the Earth Alliance had made the Gundam, and just so happened that a kid named Amuro Ray, who was a new type, which basically they could figure things out very fast. Like they had almost like psychic powers slash heightened instinct, and he was able to pilot it and basically kick the butt of anything. On the other side was Char, who was the main kind of like villain, and he piloted several different, a lot of the like basic, uh, the basic different type. Ooh, Xenogears. That was a great game. Except they kind of, I think it was the second disc when that started. It was like a 2 hour. I see why I did wrong. There's a nub there that shouldn't be there. Oh, no, that should be there. Oh, but that it just wasn't going in. But like the second disc, I believe it was one pure like giant story dump, and it was so annoying because they don't really tell you, and so it was just like surprise. It had something. I had missing something in the first. Huh. Well, I will tell you that the second one, because there was 3 discs, I believe, and disc 2 was pretty much what you would call a story dump. All right, let's get to the next part. Got to look to make sure doing everything right. This goes down here. So these pieces are so cool, but they're also rather sharp. And so it's very pointy. And sometimes trying to find a place to put pressure on is super hard. And final piece on this. Oh, still clicking. There we go. And this goes like so. So accompanying this mech will actually be a mechanized dragon as well. Thanks, Brian. I hope you're doing well. Hope you have a good rest of the day. I look forward to seeing your build a little bit or hearing about your build that you're working on, because I think you're working on a perfect raid now, aren't you? All right, now we're putting stuff on the arm. So we're looking at this. Oh, gotta make sure we put one up first. This is one, and it goes like this. Mm-hmm. That doesn't seem right. I mean, it does, but it doesn't. That's because it is or isn't. This is on the second part. So is this. Okay, so this is it. It goes like that. Such a tiny part. Oh yeah, your roar is gonna was what you're gonna do. And yeah, that pretty much is pretty much basically a perfect grade. Just like the Sky Defender was pretty much a perfect grade. So I don't count it as a perfect grade, and I hope one day to build a perfect grade, but it's highly unlikely. So, but that's life. I just enjoy doing these. It's a great hobby. Helps me relax. Trying to figure out how these pieces go on. There we go. And on the other side is this, like so, right? So loose. I don't like how loose that is. That's going to fall off a lot. And I didn't cut the other pieces for the rest of this. So I think they're going to help with the stability of this. So we're going to cut those out real quick. We need F2. Got to make some noise at the moment. We need A2. That. C5. That. B and F2 we're looking for. So F2. That is F2. And B should be this one here. Oh, I know I would really highly enjoy a perfect grade. It's more money issue than anything. And I'm not saying, hey, I need people to donate, I want people to donate so that I can get it. I put the link up there, but I don't really talk about it unless someone asks why I can't get or why I can't get a mic or something like that. It's just I have limited funds, and so it is what it is. No big deal. I'm guessing this one goes on this side, so I'm going to cut it out. I just enjoy building. It's nice and relaxing. I don't need something big and fancy to make. The only thing nice about those is they take a nice long time. I'm surprised how fast we're getting through this one. Because all we have left after this is the arms, weapons, and dragon. Though the dragon looks like it's going to be a lot of repetitive lawn work. So that will be interesting. F2. 21. And 24. Because yeah, perfect grade will range around 175 to 400 or so dollars, depending on the one you want to get. And the two I had on my eye on are like 210 and 280. Oops, that. And I'll eventually save up for it, but no worries. All right, enough about money talk. Let's get back into this. All right, so I'm really looking forward to seeing this all together. I really loved the previous one I did of this company. It's in the community page. It looks absolutely stunning. Just checking to make sure there's nothing I need to sand down. And the last pieces I need cut out. Or, yeah, because those are those two. So we need 3 and 4, which would be these two. So I hold my nippers this way with the back of the blade pointing out. I find I get a little bit more control that way. And a closer cut. We're going to do a little, let's see, I'll cut this slightly so that I have less to sand down. Careful. All right. That is the way you are supposed to hold them. Oh, I don't know. It's the way I hold them. I know that. I've seen lots of people do it this way, and I've seen them like go like this, or I don't know. I've seen a lot of different ways. This, but I don't know. Now that we talked about them, I'm not sure how I was holding them. A little too close. All right, let's sand these down. All right, we've got one more to really cut down a little bit. There we go. Yeah, that's the only one we really need to cut down so that we don't have to spend so long trying to sand it. I've also seen people hold the sanding sticks very differently. I find something like this probably to be the easiest and fastest. This is one of my favorite tools that I got semi-recently. It's the Raser by Gunprimer, and it is great at getting those gates or nub marks down, and also any type of mark on the piece disappears as well. You can't say that with a lot of glass files, or if you can, it takes forever to do it. This one does it in such a quick time. And most sites have them for like $25 to $28. There's two different versions, the Racer Plus and the Racer Origin. I have the Racer Plus, which is a bigger one. And I think it's I don't know if it's I think 4,000 grit. Don't quote me on that. I want to get there's only a few tools left I want to get. I want to get the Racer Original to get smaller things like this, because it's a little easier to hold on to at times for that type of stuff. And who else? Like a hand drill, that you use with power with your hand, because I'll need one for when I do the LEDs for the Sky Defender. And I'm trying to think of what else. There was something else, but I can't think of it at the moment. When I think of them, I put them on my wish list, and that's what helps me remind me of things. My wish list is disgustingly long of ones I hope to buy myself sometime. And I'm only like 2 months and maybe a week into this hobby. And I've built a lot of them already. And each one has been thoroughly enjoyable. Well, I can't say everyone. There was one or two that almost made me want to stab something. All right, let's see here. So we got like this. Now, these, which look so much more different on the page, but these go like that. Yeah. So Take those in. Doesn't show upper or lower one. Why won't you show me? It's like it goes into that one. Really? Sorry, they put these pictures at such an odd angle. No, it's the upper one. It's got to be the upper one. And get the other one. I'm waiting right now. I'm holding this on to see if, there we go. See if I'm going to have to, oh, no, it's still not good. If I have to glue this one down. But it looks like it has that there, which is going to help keep it in. And sorry, sometimes like I'm thinking at the same time I'm trying to put it together. And so like I have moments of where I don't exactly speak or I'm in half the sentence. And yes, this holds it in. So no glue or cement because I only use yeah, cut something, knife out. Got a little bit of a gate left or a nub. My voice is still wanting to go out on me. Come on. So the local place I use is Hobbytown USA. They have a great selection, but keep an eye on Hobby Lobby because like once or twice every month they do a 40% off sale on models, and 40% is a really good amount considering they're decently priced to begin with. They're pretty much standard retail, so having 40% off of retail is pretty good. Now, each Hobby Lobby has different selection, and you're not going to find a perfect grade there, unfortunately. If there was, I would be there in a heartbeat with that 40% off. I had a chance one time to, let's see, is that right? It's going like that. Sorry, the pictures are horrible. Why does it show it like that? Okay, I can turn it. I see. And it was like, all right, which side is the better side? Or this side? Is it the same? I think it's the same. All right. It's got like a little wrist action to it. Excellent. And take this, turn that like so, and then this clips in here like so. There we go. That's kind of cool. I don't think I've ever seen something attached to the back like that. And so we got like a billion hands to make, but I'm not going to worry about the hands right now. I can do those off screen because the hands are very boring to do. And that goes like that. And this goes in here like so. Or not, no, not like that. Oh, I'm sorry. That out. Goes like this. Or it would go like that. See, all these pointiness makes it hard to do that. And you turn this. Somewhere you turn it. Or no, it's already good. Like that. And then you can go like that. Look at that flexibility. Doesn't that look nice? That is a pretty cool looking piece. All right, Susie, it was great to see you. I'm only going to be on for like another 15 minutes. So I try to keep the streams to an hour. So if I don't see you, I hope to see you again soon. Yeah, it's going to look really cool finished. I will say that. I'm looking forward to it being finished as well. And not just because I'm excited about the next project. I was really excited about this one. Then I just got to figure out what to do after that project. That will be the key question. I've been saving up whatever donations I get to help pay for it. And right now it looks like I'll probably just get a cheap master grade, but we'll see. Come on. I'm gonna have to sand you down. All right. Sand, 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 sand. Come on. Please tell me you're actually sanding. The edge of these is kind of dull. It's to prevent cutting into any other part of the piece. But when you got this small area, because there's a nub there, it becomes really hard to get this sanded down. Let's bring out the knife and try not to cut myself. In fact, since we're bringing out the knife, we'll bring out one of my newer things, the vise, and try not to break it. Figure out how I'm going to put this irregular object in where I can still get it to spam calls. Is anyone else getting a ton of spam calls lately? I wonder if I do it like that. It's going to be a tough cut. Do it like that. Won't be so bad. Let's try. A little loose still. All right. So we're doing it this way. All right. Nah, that ain't gonna work. This is only good for flat pieces, unfortunately. So we're gonna have to trust my non-ability to not cut myself, though I haven't done it yet. But that doesn't mean I can't start. The only thing I have cut was I cut the top of my thumb here, and that was when a tweezer jumped on me, a sharp tweezer, and just sliced it wide open. But it wasn't while I was on stream, so that was good. It was when I was having to take apart the whole leg of this Sky Defender to try and get it to totally be like mesh with each other. There was like it kept it partially open, and that wasn't good. Anyways, anyone got any questions about this, what I'm doing, life in general? I think people were excited to see one arm built, and now they're finishing up for the day. And I'm thinking I might finish up for the day as well. I think I'm going to call the stream here. I'd rather show just the one finished arm rather than the end of the stream being me sanding. So just give me a second for me to finish this piece, and then I'm going to end the stream. I want to thank you all for watching, and remember to love one another, take time for yourself, and have a good rest of the day.